105.1. It's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation. It's the new artist spotlight. We got a young talent here from New York. They told me he's from Queens. I think they might have got the information correctly. We're
Yes,
going to ask
sir.
him. But he got an incredible record out right now called Memories. And we were just talking behind the scenes about more music that he has out right now, which we're going to get to. Boi Angel is in the building. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So was that accurate? Are you from Queens?
Of course, born and raised. Born
So
and raised.
what part of Queens?
I'm from Forest Hills. Born and raised in Forest Hills, but I went to school in other neighborhoods and I've been all over the place. Like ran through Queens as a young person, but Forest Hills is the town I would say I'm from for sure.
Nice. Shout to Forest Hill, shout to Queens. So before we get into your music talent, explain how it was like growing up in Queens and how did you actually get into music?
For sure. Man, Queens got every single culture in it. So growing up there, I was able to be around all different types of people, from the left spectrum all the way to the right spectrum. So I've witnessed a lot, experienced a lot where I grew up at. Music came from just really being in school, like fooling around, like cutting class and just experimenting. Like, cause growing up, I had two older brothers, and one of them loved like reggae and pop music, and one of them loved rap. So I was growing up listening to all different types of music, and in high school it really started where me and my homies just started wanting to rap. So we would like cut school, go home, and just like freestyle in the hallways, like so you know what I mean, and like go walk around the hallways, go to McDonald's, sitting there and just freestyle. So like those turned into like us saying, yo, let's make a song. Like let's actually try and make a song. And I remember one day me and my homie like just had our laptop and I was like, yo, let's just record and let's make something. So I recorded some songs like on a video, like, you know what I mean? Like just hitting record on my MacBook and playing the beat. Next thing you know, one of my homies, like my brother, he produces for me, Okendi, he came over one day. I was like, yo, I want you to hear some. Actually, this could work, like let's make something happen. Let's try and make this work. So, from then I just kept going, and it got more serious as time went by.
Nice. What is your ethnic background? Because I'm looking at you right now. You look Asian,
Right,
or you look
right.
like you could be Spanish, or you look like you could be a mix. What is exactly your ethnic background?
So
I know I look Spanish, but I'm black and white.
Right, for sure. So I get that all the time. I'm Filipino.
Filipino.
So, it's like there's Spanish blood in me, and, Filipinos are like Pacific Islanders. So we're like the Spanish Asians in a sense, you know what I mean? But I'm Filipino.
Nice. Now, for people who are just tuning into you and learning about you, by the way, it's Boi Angel from Queens. He's in the building right now. What would you say, like, how would you describe your music compared to what's out there right now?
Diverse. So right now, for example, like the record we have running right now, Memories, that's like a R&B. It's like an airy R&B record, but there's like heavy 808s in it. The record that's out now, Run Free, that's a dance house record, but it's not fully dance house. There's still like some, I'd say like rap drum patterns that kind of like make it a hybrid record where everyone can enjoy it. So I think my music is just diverse, like, cause I can make rap pop, I can make R&B, I can make dance house, but it's still all me at the same time. Like it don't sound like a different artist on every song. It still sounds like Boi Angel, but it's just on different production.
Describe this record to people who haven't heard it.
So Memories is a story of my hidden album in my cell phone. So everybody got that hidden album. By
the way, when he talks about hidden album in his cell phone, he's not talking about music. Anyway,
yes, you were right. So I got an album full of memories. Not a lot of faces in these videos. It's the ones that are hidden.
It's the one that you have the hidden button
exactly.
that everybody knows exists, but you need the face ID to get into that.
You need the
file.
code to get into that one. Yeah. So it's a story of that. Like one day I was reminiscing of the past, and I realized there's a lot of memories in that album, and I was just talking about it, and I like to look at that record as it's a very clean way of talking dirty in a sense. You know what I mean? So it's like my story of the past experiences I've had, and you got to listen to it. You got to listen to the story, man. I tell it, it's a very detailed story.
All right, well, let's get that on right now. All right, Boy Angel's in the building. This is his cell phone hidden album. It's called, it's the audio version. It's called Memories. All right, let's get this on right now. It's the New Artist Spotlight. DJ Sus One, it's Power 105.1.
Let's get it. I have Run Free, the EP, and I have Flowers on the Table, the EP. So those are the first two EPs I came out with. And the recent EP I just dropped, Run Free, is what inspired the single that's out now called Run Free. And then I got plenty more coming, singles. But I want y'all to tune in, check out those EPs. Flowers on the Table, Run Free. Small bodies of work.
We're about to get Run Free on in a couple of minutes. Before we get into that, if you had to pick one, like, what is your favorite, since you're so diverse, what is your favorite type of music to do? Is it rapping? Is it singing? Is it, like, what is it?
That's a great question, man. So when I first started, it was rap. But as I got older, like as I developed, you know, I really wanted to kind of get into more like R&B. I always wanted to sing, you know what I mean? So like, I would say a mix of my R&B with like the R&B pop rap, where I love melodies. So I think that's what I'm trying to get, where like any music that has heavy melodies in it, that's my favorite. Like I love to lean on that.
How do you feel about writing? Like in hip hop, you're supposed to write your music, right?
Of course.
But in R&B and pop and other music, it's accepting to take songs from people.
Right.
And you're so diverse. You're kind of like your own version. You're not comparing you, but like Drake is similar. He's very diverse.
For sure.
So people say it's accepting of him to take records from people because in other genres you could do that, but in hip hop you're not supposed to do that.
No, of course.
So how do you feel about that?
To be honest, I agree with you 100%. But for me, with my music, I take pride in being able to tell my story. All of my music is like my story and my experiences, and I think what separates is me being able to tell it in my perspective that no one else was able to witness, you know what I mean? But in sense of what you're asking, I'm open to it, because at the end of the day, I just want to be a great artist. And I think artistry, it's not just about like, I did this all on my own. It's a team game, you know what I mean? I think getting to the top in the music industry is a team sport. So right now, I'm not depending or leaning on other people to write my music, but I know later as my career develops and grows and I'm, you know, at the top, it's gonna require more people to run a bigger machine. So I'm open to that. You know, I would never be against like other writers coming around me and sharing their stories, you know what I mean? But I'll always have like my hands on it, you know what I mean?
How did you get the name Boi Angel? Because you have hidden albums in your phone. That's not angelic.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Everybody asks me that, like, how did that name come about? So, Boi Angel came from like my recreation. Like, there was a time in my music career where I was about to quit. You know, I was like feeling like it was over with, and I was doing songwriting. I was trying to make it as a songwriter because I felt like I wouldn't make it as an artist. And during that time, my artist name was So. Feel like that was me, you know what I mean? It felt like just a name I was using. And during that time I was songwriting, I started being able to get out of So, right? And just because now you're writing for other people.
Jermaine Dupri, this is not a diss towards you.
Yeah.
We love So Deaf. All right, go ahead.
And that's where I got inspired from, actually. But yeah, so you know, when I started writing for other people, I started to learn how to be more than who that artist was of So. And I realized that the music I was writing didn't get represented by that name. So when I started to think of my recreation, I wanted something that represented me as a character and me of who I was writing as, in a sense. And the music I started writing as Boi Angel was cleaner. I stopped cursing in a lot of my records. Like I curse very rarely in my records. And I started singing. And I started using a lot of high-pitched voices, high-pitched notes, where the voices sound angelic, and the message was delivered in a clean way where it was like, I'm not here to downgrade anybody. I'm not here to degrade women. I'm here to uplift them. I'm here to tell stories in ways that's like, you know, obviously everybody, like I said, like Memories, which is out now, it's a clean way of a dirty message, you know what I mean? So it's like, with me, Boi Angel is here to uplift people, but still delivering that message that is being delivered today. I just deliver it in a clean way that your son or your daughter could be in the room and sing it and not get in trouble for singing it. Because I got a daughter. So everything changed with me when I had my daughter. I needed her to be able to respect and listen to my music.
I understand.
You know
That's
what I mean?
that's respect right there.
For sure.
So it says here in my notes that you used to work with Gucci Mane's camp, and then you also used to work closely with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. So
So this is this is
basically-
a new artist spotlight, but this guy, I guess he's a new artist because he changed his name, but he's not new by it in the sense of working in the game.
Yeah, man, this is definitely not an overnight operation. So, with that, so my brother Okindi that I was talking about earlier, his cousin is F1 Joe. He was in Brick Squad when BSM was like at its height with Nicki and Waka and Gucci. My first appearance on a mixtape was on Sixth Man. Shout out to Young Joey, man, F1 Joe. He believed in me early in my career and put me on a mixtape where the next song was like Nicki Minaj, Gucci, Waka. So
And
I was
your
on
artist
that
name was
mixtape.
So at the time.
No, so that time my artist name was Rennie Ren, I think it was.
Well,
or
so you've been
something
through
like
a few
that.
names.
Yeah, man, it's been a development for me. So
Wow.
I was working close with F1 Joe. He was putting me on all these Brick Squad Monopoly mixtapes, and that's my correlation to that, my connection to that. I was just on mixtapes with them.
Nice. Well, look, in closing, we're gonna get your current record on right now. That's out right
get
now. Where can people find you? You know what I'm saying, on social media, and also actually do that first. What's your social media?
BOI.angel, boy.angel.
Nice.
On Instagram, and then BOI__angel on TikTok, Twitter, and all the other ones.
Nice. And what is the legacy you want to leave behind? Let's say you reach. I ask all the artists this. You reach your goals. You know, fame, money, whatever it is that you're trying to reach in this game. What is the legacy that you want to leave behind with your music?
Honestly, it's to show people that anything is possible, because what I'm here to do is break the boundaries and break what people think is the normal. So my label, Seven Summers, we're here doing things that like is not normally expected. Like when you look at someone like me, you don't see me all over the place in the music industry. And I want to leave a legacy where like anything is possible, no matter how you look, where you from, what you grew up around. You could do whatever you put your mind to. And I think once I, reach the point where I want to get to, it'll just show that, because, I just want to be great, and I want to show that there's no limit to where you could go. You know what I mean? And when all the people around you put this message out where it's like, that's not normally what I see, so I automatically don't believe it, that it can happen. That's not reality if you don't believe it. You know what I mean? I never let anyone make that my reality. From the beginning, I was always a different looking person in the situation. And I always had to work harder because people would look at me and be like, that ain't really what's going on. And I've never seen that before. So it's automatically like, I don't know if that's going to work. So my legacy is just like showing the world like anything truly is possible as long as you put your mind to it. And like, you work hard. It's not easy. You got to work hard.
Heard you. That's Boi Angel in the building, repping Queens. Make sure you check out his new song, Memories. And we're about to get into another new song that he has out right now called
Run Free.
Run Free. We're going to play that right now. Thank you for coming to the New Artist Spotlight.
I appreciate you having me, man. It means a lot.
Love. Boi Angel. Oh, by the way, shout out to DJ Scenario that originally put me onto his music, and thank you for that. Boi Angel, repping Queens. DJ Sus One, the New Artist Spotlight. It's Power 105.1. Here's Run Free. Let's go.